Hey, it's Dr. Alicia Griffith, and you have made it into week 2 of our month of celebrating independence. We are here working on tips, tricks, and techniques of how to get your child moving towards being more independent, focusing on communication. I am the autism parent expert, and I am also a communication expert. So let's go straight into it. This week we're talking all about reality check, being real with yourself, being able to look back and see what are the past things that they have made progress in. So the reason why it's so important to look back at the past is because before we can move forward and know where we want to go, we sometimes have to look back on the past and see where they were. See where the things that we have always wanted them to do, how they have made some progress in those areas. Like I always sit back and think of how there were times when Zachary couldn't even sit and have a conversation back and forth with me. So before I move him to the part where I can ask him to give me more specific information about what I want, I first got to stop and look at the back and just praise the back and praise the past and know what he's been through and know where he's come. So that's the first thing with our reality check. Do that quick past progress check. Then we stay looking at the current level. That's number 2. We're looking at where we are right now. What is it that your child is able to do? What is it that your child is not able to do? Do a quick reality check so you're not thinking more or verbalizing more than what's really happening. I'll be honest with you guys. Sometimes we do that. We get a little overzealous. We think that they're doing way above beyond, or sometimes we get so controlling over the situation that we think that they're further, they're achieving less than they're actually doing. Like we miss out on a lot of things. So let's take some time out and appreciate, write down, recognize where their current level is. Next, we're going to move into where it is that we're taking them to. What's our overall objective? Where do we want them to get to? Not by next year, but just by the end of this week. Like, let's make some nice short-term goals. Let's work on something, just one simple thing, and I want you to type it out, write it out in a group, write it back in this email. Let me know what's that one thing that you're working on this week, that we're moving towards where you would like to get them to go. Sometimes we always look at that end of the race and we're not thinking about the different milestones and the different checkpoints that we have to pass through to get to that end of the race. Today we're going to work on that. This week we're going to work on that. We're going to have a reality check. So we're looking at the past, the things they've accomplished. We're looking at the current level or where they are. And then we're going to start placing our steps towards what's there next. But not that way down the road next. We're not quite there yet, but just by the end of this week. Just within the next 2 weeks, where would you like them to be? So it's week 2. We're moving towards independence. I'm still moving towards mid-year ignite because that's always going to be my theme. But that theme is for the entire middle of the year. But this month, it's all about independence. What we can do to help them to move closer and closer to being more independent. Love you, Dr. Ali, your communication expert. And for some of you, your autism parent expert. See you guys.